Here I am as we are. For this Lion's Gate 8-8. And I am Karina Sha'Mah. Honored to spend time with Sean, the Magistar, the Magi, or whatever name he wishes to go by. Go ahead there, dear one.
Hello, I am Sean Widmer. Thank you so much. Absolute honor and grace to be in presence, as always.
We are here to bring forth a transmission for this a particular moment in time, beyond time, and share what comes through our hearts and what rises up in our being at this time, this place, in this space. And there are many, many beings who are gathering in circle and who have already placed their intentions into the field and are bringing forth what is true for them in this moment and aligning with the forces of their being. And so the invitation was put forward for, well, through me and my higher ascended nature, grandmother Sha'Mah, to be with Sean. And he said yes.
Mm-hmm. Always an honor. Absolutely.
So what rises up in you in this moment, Sean, for this game?
Yes, now I just truly feel that now is the time of the total embrace of freedom, freedom within our souls. But to know that to truly embrace freedom, we must be willing to face the choice and the willingness to face all that which is necessary for us, all that which lies in light and all that which lies in darkness. Now is the time for us to gracefully and humbly embrace that truth. We must fully choose our freedom here, not only personally, but collectively. Now is a grand time of awakening for us all, as we know. But also a great time of reckoning, a great time of presence and coming aware of that which needs to be addressed. In a total embrace and freedom.
Thank you. I'm going to just play the bowl for that. Sometimes when we hear that word freedom, we imagine that we know what it is. How do we cross that bridge of freedom from our beings that have resided in either or on a comparative journey of what was, what is, what will be. And as we feel in this moment, the rising up, just as the star and the helical rising up of the star in the Sirius constellation, and it's rising up in its ancient transits across the pyramids in Egypt, but across time and space, And the representation of this through the Milky Way that represented a river like the River Nile that would flood our senses and nurture from that flooding the lands that would create crops, and it would bring up new mineralization into the fertile soil. And that was the time to plant the seeds and prepare for the next harvest of our new intent, so to speak. So in this time frame, we also had the term dog days of summer, and that was related to the dog star, which had to do with the constellation of Sirius. A, B, and C in this binary or tri-part coding of the Sirian energy, which was pointing to the center of our galactic construct in the great black sun, the sun behind the sun, or that which was a portal or gateway, pulsing life, a portal through. And so the ancients, the wise ones, the masters of creation and awareness, left these signs and symbols for us. And if we have the wisdom in our being to realize this and to rise up unto this awareness and come into divine presence, we will know this and feel this and be this. And in the calling of this transmission, in this circle with you, Sean, and in the circle of our soul family and soul communities, and soul brothers and sisters, and star brothers and sisters, and dimensional brothers and sisters, and families within families, and wheels within wheels, and circles within circles. Here we are, representing an aspect of feminine and masculine. Within you, a feminine presence; within me, a masculine presence. And bowing down to this. So we present this to you with an opportunity for you to feel a calling of those seeds of new intent that rise up in us, in each of us, calling of our own. And as this transmission continues, there may be sound that come, language of light, perhaps binary code releasing zeros and ones, alphanumeric codings. Who knows what will come through as we continue in this transmission for you. But let us begin with those seeds that rise in the calling of our heart. As I hand this over to Sean, perhaps for some sacred words of wisdom, transmission, or language of light that may come through him, as I gently play the drum and the bowl and maybe bring sound forth as well. So I carry this over to you and hand you this calling of the seeds of light.
Yes, as we embrace the twin pillars of our being, may we always be reminded of the field of grace and total neutrality that marries us all into total harmony, realization, and the bliss of the divine that we are. May we know that as we lay our hearts into trust of the divine grace of our hearts, that we are always guided, that we are always harmonized, and that we are always set free in the presence of the divine. Omateya Ramaya, Shiteya Matu, Mateya Rameteya Meo,
Joy beyond joy, light beyond light.
Teya Manemeteya Ramatu, Shiteya
Sit in the silence of your heart and listen.
Ramateya, Ikiya Mea, Kuya.
You are here now. All is well. I see you. In the gentle calling of the heart. Air that rises. And there that descends. Presence that resides in all light. In that place of pure one. We call you home. Home is here. Reaching from the stars to the earth. Alpha Alpha and Omega. Unsaid, known and unknown. And here we are. That is the breath that breathes. The breath that is. We bring this to you now for that which is most profound and powerful, for that which is of the heart, for that the light of the mind in the purified space. Feeling the tenderness. What is it that you have always wished to communicate through the breath of your being, through the heart of your soul, from the voice? What have you always wished to share? That which rises from the very essence of your being. Now here, and here it is. Here I am. Love that speaks through the one heart. As it listens to the softness of each of the moments you breathe. Now you see that every part and every aspect that has either been with you or has left you is now reaching inward in its return. Here in this presence. Placing that hand on the heart and saying to the one, to the all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Mehadaya Nehiwaka. Ushkoyama Dari Mete. Long the journey has been, and yet now it is eternal. Kuritiamo Kvadiamata. Here may we sit, here at the well of creation in the oasis of the heart, the hearth with a fire lit from the spark of our divine nature. Here at this home, in this hearth, in this moment. This starry dreamings of truth carried within us as a gift. Mehish Kiwate Maha. Imakata Yase Uyamaye Om There's this calling, this gift, this presence, this moment. Lord Great One, that we are calling forth from the great central sun. We as Grandmother Sha'Mah, the blessed peace of that which is, the Eloha Elohim, the Lord of Light, the Lady of Peace, speaking through this vessel of being. Kiram Hataya Tost, Dakaya Te. We unweave the stories, thread by thread. We release the tapestry of this dream time, the golden threads falling, emptying out, one by one, intricately woven, creating a story, a dream time. We unravel this dream and we return it back to the source from which it came. We thank the expression and the experience of witnessing this unfoldment, this fabric of dimension and reality. Each symbol that was intricately woven in, designed as a spark or a signal to remind us, re-heart us to the original impulse, the original pulse that brought to life this moment of creation. What say you, O Great One? What say you?
That now is the time of the great unraveling and returning to the absolute presence of our hearts. The time has come. The time has come. The time has come. For the freedom, not only this planet, the freedom for all that is, within and without, now realized within our hearts. We stand within this gateway and this doorway, collectively choosing, whether we know it or not, to step forward in grace, to step forward in love, to step forward in unity, and through the reflection of each other's hearts and the presence of each other's beings, we bear witness to the creation and the expansion of a new world, of a new earth. Together as one, we have come, we have returned, and we have always been. May this prayer and this blessing ripple out to all that is life, to all that is, through all time and space, universes and beyond. The grand unfolding is here.
Dissolve and melt into the wonder, into the awe of the immaculate, the infinite, that which is intact and whole, that has never been born, that has never died, that is infinite, eternal, and all. That is beyond the 0 point of time and space. Dissolve and melt into the heart of the pure heart of all that is. Listen. Listen to the voice of your true nature. It beckons you to rise up, to be, to shine forth. Remove the heavy burdens of the clothes of your ways and means that have kept you surviving. Lift off and release those garments of obligation and allow for the shining presence and the illuminated realization of your inner wonder, beauty, of your inner presence, of the nature of your true nature, the nature of your true nature, that which is unspoken in the silence and brilliance of your being. As you join into the circle of light in the heart of your being, so too do we join together in this great grand unfoldment. We bid you peace. We bid you light. For in this true nature, there is freedom, liberation, a welcoming embrace. A family reunion of all aspects of being joining together. in song, in harmony, in light, in drink, in the food of the divine. Then as we take this in through our breath, we deliver this frequency to you now, through our hearts and through our presence. We thank you, dear ones. We honor you. We bless you. We thank you. We welcome you into this. That is the circle, this golden circle, this sphere of radiance, the light of the beauty of your being. Gaze into this. Witness what rises up through your being from that which is the mission of your inner and powerful decree, that which was given to you at the moment of which your inception came forth prior to any form, and when Source asked for a being to rise up and to bring forth that decree, that mission. You heard that call, like the call of your name that brought you into this form. And you answered that call. And through every lifetime, every lineage, every moment, every breath, every time in and out of form, you have carried that message, that decree. Now, in the heart of your being, in the heart of our being, we bow down to the blessing that you bring forth through that. And from that decree, you received what is called your dispensation, the method of the delivery, the very way in which you breathe, you live, you are. It is not what you do, but how you do and who you are. So that in the very mixing of the rice, the very turning of the field of consciousness, the preparing of a meal, the taking care of a home, anything and any task, from the mundane for the very highest and elevated. It is through that energy of that decree, the message, and the method of its delivery. That is the key. Whether we are in our day-to-day lives or whether we are lifting ourselves up through spiritual ceremony, every breath, every moment, you are the message, and you are the method. And through this intention of our moment here to bring forth this transmission, we honor that in you now. And even if you're not sure what it is, may you feel it rise up in you. May you feel it descend like jewels from a crown, anointing the crown of your being. May you feel it rise up like a glowing warming of a blossom that opens petal by petal, and you feel a nectar. You smell the scent, the vapor of the spirit of your being. Through that decree and that dispensation, may you in this moment, and may we in all, feel the power, the presence, through this which is the grace of the gift, here and now. Bless you. Thank you. We honor you.
Thank you.
So be it,
So be it.
and so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, dear one.